And then I'll kind of keep track right now because you're going to be doing like the first part of it. I'll keep track of people coming in, but we'll go ahead and get started just so that we don't keep everybody
Yeah, of course.
late.
All right. So
Great.
happy Thursday.
Yay.
So I figured Maggie and I were talking, we were just talking about like what would be valuable for you guys going into really March now, which is just absolutely insane. And how we're going to like continue to like build as a team. And that is all through Success Club. And you guys have heard of Success Club, I'm sure. And if you haven't, if you're new, um, that's fine. And we'll talk about that today. But pretty much the way that we are able to build our businesses is through something that our company has given us, right? And it just helps us advance. And all that means Success Club is how many people are you going to help this month start their health and fitness journey? And that's really what this is all about, right? So let's see how we're going to advance. We'll go to the next one. So it's just a point system. So you might see like on a larger like leaderboard, you might see someone has like SC2, SC4, SC6, SC46. Like, what does that even mean, right? And for someone who's new, that can kind of be intimidating, especially if you don't understand what the point system is, right? So every time that you help someone, right, you're going to earn points. So you're going to earn 2 points per person that you help, okay? And the way you earn Success Club, we have two ways that you can earn Success Club, 5 or 10. And whenever you earn 10, it's like 10 plus, right? So when you earn Success Club, it's just the amount of people that you're helping. And then there's a little extra on there, but we'll get to that after. But so say you help, the goal is for everyone to help 3 people a month. But you have to think to yourself, like, what type of coach are you? Because that might not be for everyone. And that's something that you just have to be upfront and honest about with yourself, with your coach. Are you a walker? Are you a jogger? Are you a runner? Right? And that's really going to determine how many people you're going to try to help a month. Okay. So how do you do that? It's through challenge packs, right? So whenever you're giving someone the opportunity to purchase a challenge pack, besides the fact that you're just giving them an unbelievable gift that is like super affordable and something that they'll never get anywhere else, you're also earning Success Club points for yourself. So the goal is to help 3 people a month. And I would say that's for like a jogger, right? And then I would say for like a runner or a sprinter, it would be 6 plus, okay? The walkers, if you're feeling like a walker, like that's cool, but just be upfront with your coach. Let your coach know so that they're not, continuing to encourage and push you to help more people each month. But a walker still, I mean, listen, you can be asking your best friend. You would ask your best friend to a concert, right? If you really liked who, well, I mean, I guess not now, but pre-COVID, you would probably ask your best friend to a concert, right? Like if you were like all about the Bieber fever, like you would be like, come to the Bieber concert with me, right? So if you love something that much, if you love these programs and you love the nutrition and the in the community, like you're gonna ask your bestie to join you, right? So walkers, you even have a space for yourself here too. Maybe you're going to try to get 1 or 2 people to help you this month, or to help you for you to help this month. So Success Club has lots of variations for all different types of coaches.
I just want to add something in.
Totally.
So if you guys, when you listen to, or when you guys do like the new coach training, like Caitlin's been saying, like walkers, joggers, sprinters, runners, another like label for that could be like just discount coach, hobby coach, and then like an actual business builder, like somebody who wants to build their business. So if you're thinking of it like, I just want the 25% off, and then maybe Sally at work is like, oh, I want to do the shakes too, and you're like, cool, then you can like join under me, and that would just be a thing for you. Like that could be that. But if it's a hobby of yours where you're actively looking for people, but it's not something that you're like going to be consistent with certain things, which like I know Caitlin and I, like she's going to talk about the success club tracker later, and then I'm going to do like a little gut check thing. But so you'll kind of get to see the different levels of discount, hobby, and then a business builder. And then the other thing also I just wanted to add on is that Success Club, you get the 2 points for a challenge pack, but you also get 1 point if it's just Shakeology on demand. So like you could help 2 people with getting a bod challenge group and 1 person if they just want Shakeology, which normally people would get the bod because it's literally just better bang for your buck. You get more for your money, or maybe like a $20 difference. But I did just have somebody recently that was like, I do not want the workouts. I just want the shakes at a discount. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And that's just going to be 1 point. That's not going to be 2. So.
Yep. Love it. All right. So what are the requirements? So this is where things, can get a little confusing because you might be helping people each month, right? So Success Club 5 or Success Club 10. So that might be helping 3 people, helping 6 people, right? So Success Club starts on the first day of the month. So like for this month, it would have started February 1st at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then it would end the last day of the month at 11:59 p.m. Okay. So you have the full month to earn those Success Club points. But it's really important that you also have a personal order with 90 personal volume points. So what that means on a subscription, meaning like you need to make sure that like you are drinking your Shakeology or using your performance line and you're ordering that monthly, because that is going to determine whether you earn Success Club or not. Okay, so like there was a moment in time, I'll give you an example last month where like I was switching from like, because my husband has his account and I have my account. And we just had like a tremendous amount of Energize. So like I paused the Energize for a hot second and I had helped 3 or more people. And it said that I didn't earn Success Club yet. And it was because I didn't have a personal, I didn't have my PV yet because I didn't place that order in that subscription. So it's really important that you have that subscription because that can determine whether or not you actually hit that requirement for Success Club. So that's just part of being a product of the product, right? You're going to use those products because you're the model for all of your customers and for all of your coaches that you use these products, you believe in them. So you're going to have to drink them. And that means you're going to have to order them monthly because they're a month supply. And you have to earn at least 5 or 10 points. And we talked about that earlier. So Maggie, you have anything else for that one?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like sometimes people get like stressed out about the PV and stuff. It's all laid out for you in your back office. Like when you go to your back office and you click on the volume button, it shows you what your PV is. And honestly, if you have something that is 50 PV or more, Emerald is 50 PV and 90 is for if you're working in your diamond or above. But if you have shakes, you're golden. Like you don't have to worry about it. And if you don't have shakes and you have like 50 PV instead, then you're golden, like, which is normally just 2 different products. So, and on your coach will reach out to you if you ever happen to be inactive, and you can just, ask them any questions you have about it. But I think almost everybody on here is, gets the Shakeology because again, like we've said, and if you are working this business, like you need to be product of the product. And that is, I think the number 1 product is that because just it's almost in everybody's orders. So
now wait, Maggie, before we move on, so that thing that I just sent you,
yeah.
Are you able to switch to it quickly? Okay. So this is what
let me just open it real quick.
Yeah, totally. So I just made like a little tracker and I'm going to make sure that once I complete it, I share it with all of you and you guys can share it with your coaches. So it's kind of just like you can customize this for yourself. I'm a very visual person. So like I like to have something in front of me, and I just redid my office today, so I don't have it in front of me. But I usually have like a little dry erase board, and every time I help someone in a month, I color in like a circle or whatever it may be. So I just made these, and I'm thinking about putting them in. I mean, I really don't even have to. I could probably just put them on regular paper. And I'm going to like cross out every time I help someone. I'm going to cross out or color it in. so that I can see like, okay, I already helped one person this month. My goal date is to help 6 people by the 20th. I want all of these hearts colored in by the 20th. That might not be for you. You might be someone who's like, I just want to help 3 people, or like, I want to help 2 people. Well, then you're going to make a copy of this and you'll customize this. Maybe you'll have 2 hearts, maybe you'll have 3 hearts, maybe you'll have 4 hearts. And your goal is maybe you'll have 30 hearts. I mean, who knows? But your goal is to color in like whatever your goal may be. So if you want to scroll, Maggie, I don't know if you can, but I'm going through the months so that you're going to have options. And they all have a little theme, so you guys can cross them out, whatever it may
Those are so
be.
cute.
Isn't that a little cute? I don't know. It just like popped into my head. I think I got up to September. So
I mean, even if you guys just had 5 on here, because once you hit 5 means you hit Success Club 10, and then from that point, no matter what, you've hit that. But everyone, I mean, typically your goal should be Success Club 5, because not only does that help you and your business, and I'm gonna talk more into why later. But so if you had 5 of these, then that would mean Success Club 10, and if not, a bare minimum should be at least 3.
I just don't like odd numbers. So
Oh, I see what you mean.
so I was like, I need to line up. So I'll make sure that I share that with all of you. So if you don't know, we do have a business activity tracker. It's something that is used by all coaches. It's actually made by top coaches in our company. So it's something that works. It's, we do have a panel of the top coaches that meet yearly, and they talk about what they did in their business to advance it. And they've created this business activity tracker. We also have one that Ashley has created. If you don't have that, we could also send that your way. But you should be using the business activity tracker as a guide or a checklist daily. And it's really pretty simple, guys. So if you think about it, you're a product of the product. Like, ask yourself, like, are you drinking your Shakeology daily? Are you, are you drinking your Energize? Are you drinking your Recover? Are you sharing that with people? Because that's important, right? If you're drinking it and not showing it to anyone, they're not going to know that you're drinking it. And then they're not going to want to know more about it, right? So it's important that you're drinking it and sharing it, right? Are you working out every day, right? Not every day, but even on, like, you have rest days, and you can talk about that too, right? Are you following a program? That's so important. Are you following a program, and are you following your nutrition, right? I mean, sometimes I have to give myself a little bit of like a brain check, like, lady, like, follow, you can't eat all those cookies today, as I'm like making like full-blown chocolate chip cookies with my daughter today. But it's okay to show balance, right? So are you working out, and are you following a nutrition plan? Are you sharing that, right? Are you reading PD? Oh, so important, guys. Even if you don't realize it, you can even get silly. Find something that fits your current season, because it's really going to help you. It's going to help you advance your business. It's also going to help you personally. It's going to help you in your relationships. It's going to help you with your mindset, if this is not your full-time job, with your full-time job, whatever it may be, with your family, with your friends, it's going to help you. So you'll find some power in fueling the brain. And then share your story, right? Maggie and I talk about this a lot, how like our Instagrams have like kind of become less about Beachbody and more just about our life, right? Like, of course we talk about Beachbody. Of course we talk about like our workouts and our products and stuff, but like, I'm not going to talk about that 24/7, because I am a Beachbody coach, but I'm a lot of other things too. So, and people aren't going to relate if you're just talking about Beachbody 24/7, right? Think about all the things that you are. Think about things that you're really great at, right? And share that, because that is something that people are going to relate to. I mean, they are definitely interested in the products, but they're going to sign up with you because you're special to them, right? There's something that you are doing that they can relate to. And maybe you're a postpartum mom. Maybe you are a dog mom and you're working out with your dogs all over you. I mean, like there's something that they're going to relate to, and you have to share your story so that they understand that. So, does anyone have any questions? Any questions so far? Has everyone seen this business activity tracker? Yes? Good. That makes me happy. All right,
There's
good.
also, I'm going to send it in my group chat for my girls. Ashley just did a revamp of
Yes.
hers that is literally like
Beautiful.
in detail to like this is when you should pee each day. Like
Yes.
that's how detailed it is. It's so good if you are like confused on what exactly you need to do. But in every single national wake up call you hear, in every single story you hear from any 15-star coach, from anyone who's still doing this business 10 years later, this is what they follow. So whenever you say to yourself that, you know, you don't think that it's working well or you're making excuses or anything, which again is something else I'm going to talk about later, you need to give yourself that gut check and be like, am I following this Success Club tracker? Because if you are over time and you're being consistent with it, not Monday and then Friday, not 1 week and then the next, not 1 week and then this one and then this one and then not 3 weeks, consistently over time, compound effect, that is when you're going to see the results. But I'll send to my girls, and Caitlin, you can do the same thing. Or I'll tag you in the Inspiration Crew post that she just did, like an actual recording of a breakdown of every single step of her new tracker. So you can use whatever tracker you want. Just make sure you're using some sort of tracker.
Yeah, and Taylor, yes, it's the one with the hearts on it. Taylor just asked. It is. It's the one that she did the video for. Awesome. And so here are some incentives, right? So we work for a really nice company because not only are they like, here are some goals you can hit, but they're also like, here are some things that you can earn if you hit those goals, right? So there is something called a success starter, okay? And a success starter is if you sign up, let's say you sign up in January 1st, right? You have 6 months to earn Success Club in 3 months. It doesn't have to be consecutive months. It doesn't have to be, it just has to be 3 months out of those 6 months. And if you earn that Success Club for those 3 months, you are going to earn a couple of things. You're going to earn a free ticket to Coach Summit, which is really awesome. I think right now they're planning on having Coach Summit. I'm not sure, but if you are someone who earns Success Club, like Coach Summit, I believe is in this, I think it's in July this year. So if you just signed up within the past 6 months and you earned Success Club 5 for 3 of those months up until July, you can go to Coach Summit for free. So I know I earned my ticket. So we'll see if I get to go. Maggie, have you ever been to Coach Summit?
Yes, and it is the most incredible thing you will ever go to.
I'm
Literally,
like,
it is. I was floored. I went to the one in Indianapolis when I was pregnant with Marion, and I earned my ticket for it. I got all, you know, when you get there, it's literally unlike anything I have ever experienced before. And then at the end ceremony, when they do like the end thing and they talk about all the people's lives that have been changed and you see those coaches going up on the stage, it truly is one of those moments like I can do that and I will be up on that stage. She is absolutely no different from me. And it's the same thing with the retreats. I don't know if you've gotten to the retreats
not
yet,
yet.
but I
Not yet. We're
remember the
still on
first time,
Success Starter.
my first retreat I went to, I had never met Ashley in person before. And you know, she's a top coach. We're on her team. And I remember looking at her and being like so nervous. I was like, oh my God. I like put her up on this huge pedestal. Like she was literally like a celebrity to me. And I got there and she was legit just like this chillest person ever. And it was the most eye-opening experience. And like I was like, I am like these girls. Like I am literally just sitting here having conversations with them. We're working out together. We're all doing the same trainings. We're doing this. And like if there's a retreat, like if you're into like swag and just being with other people and using that as your incentive, earn your next retreat. Like if there's an emerald retreat coming up, if there's a diamond retreat coming up, it truly is one of the most amazing experiences. And then once you go once, you're never ever going to miss it again. Like you're not going to ever not hit that goal to get there because that's just how awesome it is. Like I truly think that the retreats and the summit thing were just like a solidifying piece as to why, another reason as to why I love this so much.
I love that. I love that. I literally cannot wait to get on the retreat.
Yeah.
Something else with Success Starter, which is really cool, and I'm excited, and hopefully next month I can like give you guys some more information on this, is if you are a Success Starter, you also get to participate in trying out a program before anyone else. Okay, so I get to try out Shanti's new program. So I'll be doing that in March. I earned that one. So I'll let you know how that is and like what that experience looks like. And maybe we'll do a call on that so that maybe some of you earn Success Starter because that's kind of cool, right? So I know like a bunch of my friends earned 9-week Control Freak Success Starter. So they were able to try that out before. There's also the rewards program. So if you earn Success Club in January, you probably just got an email. I got mine like I think yesterday, where you can earn a hat. You can earn like all this swag. They are like all about like rewarding you for all the things that you do, which is awesome. So I think they do like 1, 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm pretty sure that you can earn some swag for if you hit goals. And then there's the Success Club trip. And that's a lot of fun. So you have been seeing Success Club points that you can earn. All of this is in your back office on how you can earn those Success Club points, and they're like dollars for you to get there. So I believe the next one is in Punta Cana at the Hard Rock. And that's like run by Beachbody, not like a coach retreat. It's run by Beachbody. So it's like everyone goes, there's like waves. So there's like 2 waves. So you would talk with your coach and see like when your friends are going. And again, like you'll have workouts, you'll be learning. It'll be like a really fun experience. And then like you also have some fun downtime in the pool. I don't know about you, but that pool is like calling my name right now. I want to jump in it. Oh my goodness. But guys, so that's just like a little bit of what Success Club is. If you have any questions, reach out to your coach and get a pen and paper now because I think Maggie's about to give us a serious gut check.
So Caitlin just talked about
I
like
didn't
all,
even see that it said serious gut check.
Caitlin just talked about all of the really nice, fun things, and I'm the one that's going to come in and be like, all right, time to actually think about like what it is that you want to do moving forward. And what I want you to do is just be super honest with yourself because like Success Club is the only way for you to measure the success in your business, right? If you're not hitting Success Club and you're trying to move your business forward, then you're not going to continue to see the success that you want to see. Success Club is there for a reason because when you hit it month after month after month, that all adds up. So just for example, like for me right now, I'm going into my 3rd year in March. I'm going to be completely transparent here and tell you that there are some weeks, 2, 3 weeks go by and I haven't signed anyone up and I am still getting a paycheck because of the work that I did in every single month prior to that, in every single year prior to that. So now going into my 3rd year, everybody who hit Success Club in both of those months, when their renewals go through, I get a percentage of those renewals. Even if I haven't signed somebody up, I did the work back when I first started and through each month. So that does continue to roll through. So sometimes I'll get a paycheck of $270 that I did absolutely nothing with, just from renewals and just from like PV building up over time. So Success Club is the only way for you to continue to measure your success in the business. And own up to what you know that you need to change, but also be proud of what you're doing well. Like if you're crushing your PD, be proud of that. Be excited that you're doing that part of it because your journey, workouts, nutrition, and your PD is what you should be putting on the forefront. Because if you're not doing that, the rest of the stuff is going to be hard to do. Because at any time you're off with your business, you need to give yourself a check. How are my workouts? How's my nutrition? And how's my PD? Because I guarantee you that if you're off with your business, it's probably because one of those aspects are off. I know for me, if I'm ever going through like a little funk and I'm like missing a workout here and there, I'm like, shit, I don't want to share about this right now. Like, I don't want to share that. And then when you stop sharing, that's when people stop trusting and that's when they stop seeing what it is that you're doing. So what you need to think and ask yourself, are you making excuses? And sometimes your excuses might sound like this. I don't know what to do. I've tried absolutely everything. I don't have enough time. I need more training. I'm lacking self-confidence. this is way harder than I thought it was going to be, or maybe this just isn't for me. These are all limiting beliefs. These are all excuses. And I hate trying to be like the hard person here, but you don't know what to do. Google it, YouTube it, go on the Slay Squad, go in Inspiration Crew Google Drive, ask your coach, get a success partner. Before you say you've tried everything, you absolutely have not, because if you've tried everything, you would be climbing and you would be building a team and you would be moving forward. So you haven't tried everything. You don't have enough time. Wake up earlier. And this is something that I always try to give myself a gut check. And I talk about this so often right now because I'm in this season of life where I want to be a morning person so badly, but my daughter is just not allowing for it. So rather than that, I'm now like at night, I stay up and I get done what I would do in the mornings at night, because I know no matter what, like my girls are not waking up after I put them down until like 3 a.m, of course. You think you need more training? There's the Inspiration Crew. There's the Google Start form. There's trainings every Wednesday night. There are endless amounts of training. I literally, if I'm struggling with something, I go to Beachbody Champions page, I put it in the search button and I watch a video. If I'm struggling with something, I go to YouTube. I put in Michael Folsom's collections. I have probably watched that collections video 6 or 7 times, and now I have finally started implementing it, and I cannot tell you how much it has changed my business. Lacking self-confidence is really just something that you have to break barriers with, and you have to just continue to believe in yourself. You have to continue to do PD to kind of break through that. Thinking that it's going to be harder than you thought, of course it is. Nothing worth having is easy, right? Like this is not something where you're going to wake up on Friday with this big, huge paycheck after not having sent one invite all week. Like you have to know that what you get out of this is what you put into it. So if you kind of sort of put in invites and you kind of sort of follow up and you kind of sort of do your workouts, you're going to get those kind of sort of results, and you should not be like sad about that or upset or worried or wondering like, well, why am I not hitting Success Club? It's like, girlfriend, because you didn't send enough invites and you're not reaching out to people and making connections. That's what this is all about. And then maybe this isn't for me. This is for everybody that wants it. And whenever I think of Success Club, stop thinking of it as a number. The second you start thinking of it as how many people's lives you're changing is when you will realize that you're going to start to climb and help more people. If you think of it as like, oh my God, I'm only at Success Club 4. No, change that. Like, oh my God, I have helped 2 people so far change their life, and I want to help one more person. Who can I reach out to and help? All right. So these are some excuses that I want you to just kind of kick.
Can I jump in there? And if you guys use that tracker, like something that I think is pretty powerful is like that, the tracker with like the images that I was showing you. Think about like, for me, a goal for me is like in December, on the last day of December on New Year's Eve, I want to take that and I want to flip through and I want to see how many people I helped that whole year. Like, that's powerful. You're like, oh my goodness, like, okay, so you helped 2 people one month and you didn't hit Success Club. So what? Like you helped 2 people that month. And when you look at the end of the year, you're like, oh my goodness, even if you helped 24 people, like that's a lot of people. Imagine 24 people standing in front of you, right? Imagine 6 people standing in front of you. Imagine 10 people standing in front of you. That's a lot of people. So whether you're like we said, a walker, a runner, a jogger, a sprinter, like imagine like those little images, imagine those people standing in front of you in this moment. Like you're helping people, you're helping a lot of people. So think about that.
And also too, when you do that and you get a message from one of them that you've helped them get off their medication, or that they are now no longer feeling like some sort of depression, or that you've helped them through the pandemic, or you're just helping them become a better mom, or you're helping them through their pregnancy. Those messages are everything. Like I love getting messages from my clients that are just like, you know, something positive, because if you didn't send that invite, then they wouldn't be there feeling that way. And you are the reason for that message that they're sending. So it's just like, you know, it's like an all around feeling. So I'm going to do a quick activity. Either have a piece of paper in front of you, get your phone out, or whatever it is that you need. You just have to write yes or no for each of these, because at the end, we're going to track and see how many yeses there are and how many no's. Okay. And be honest right now. Like there's absolutely I'm not going to ask you for your number. I'm not going to ask you for whatever it is that you did, but just be really honest right now, because this is going to help you when we get off this call, figure out where you are moving forward and kind of where you need to be talking about your coach with one-on-one and things like that. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you guys can't see the questions. Okay. So first one, are you being proof the products work? Just say yes or no. That means every single day you are drinking your shakes, you are sharing your Energize or, your Recover, whatever it is, but the shakes 100%, are you being proof the products work? Products also being the workouts. Number 2, is your account active? Is your account still active? Which means if you were to hit Emerald, would you be getting those cycle bonuses? Do you have 50 PV or more? And if you're Diamond, do you have 90? And also, I guess, is your, spouse account or your mother-in-law or whoever account active? Like for me, my left side is my husband and my right side is my mom. My husband's side is always active because I get my bars and my Energize under him, so I never have to worry about that. And my mom she orders her own shakes underneath her, so she's always active and I never worry about it. If she says I don't need this month, I get collagen and hydrate underneath her so that I always know that I'm using those products, and then I'm able to also talk about them. Number 3, are you working on completing a program from start to finish right now and sharing about it? Yes or no? Number 4, do you listen to the National Wake Up Call each week, whether it's live or recording? Doesn't have to be live. It can be the recording. Also, I listen to it on the podcast the next day when I'm on my way to work, but are you listening to it every day? Not once a month, not every other month, not when your coach says, oh, this one is awesome, every single week. Yes or no? 5th one, do you get on team calls at least 3 or 4 times a month? I understand that sometimes you can't hop on every single one. So if you're not, are you on the recordings afterwards? Like for me, for example, I always make sure that I know Thursday nights are team calls. However, there are ones that are a random Monday that I might not be able to make, but I listen to the recording the next day. So are you 3 or 4 times out of the month getting on team calls? Yes or no? Number 6, do you send a minimum of 3 to 5 invites 5 times a week? So whether that's Monday through Friday, you have a really busy day Wednesday, so you move them to Saturday. Are you sending a minimum of 3 to 5 new invites 5 times a week? Yes or no? 7, do you connect with at least 10 new people 5 times a week? So that means you are going to someone's page, you are connecting with them in whatever way that means, sending them a message, loving on their page, commenting with 10 new people, and also following them 5 times a week. Yes or no? Number 8, do you engage in your team threads and the team pages? So if your coach is messaging you in the team threads, asking for questions or, how's your week going? Send your Monday motivation, and even the team pages too. So like if there's a new coach coming in, are you actively saying like, hey, welcome to the team? Like that is so big. Think about when you first started and you were like, oh my God, my new post just came up and nobody commented on it. And you're like, shit, I thought it was going to be more welcoming, right? I'm serious, because sometimes on Ashley's page, I always make sure to comment when somebody gets Emerald, when somebody hits Diamond, when somebody gets hit something, because somebody works so hard for that, and that should be recognized by everybody. Think about when you get that, like you want that recognition, you want that love, so you should be sending that support as well. So are you actively engaging on everyone on the team stuff?
And Maggie, I mean, let's just be honest, like success leaves clues. Like go look and see who's commenting on all of those things. Like
yeah, it's true.
It's elite coaches, it's premier coaches. Like that's who's commenting, because they're so invested and they understand the value of hard work. And
one of the pieces in the Success Club tracker is recognition, is recognizing people's success. So, and then there's something else on here that I'll ask you guys, but you're absolutely right. It's, the elite coaches, it's the premier coaches. They're always commenting because they know moving forward, that is what they expect of their girls. So just think about that.
And also like at this point, like they know, like, guess what? There's a retreat coming up. They were like, I'll be honest, like I don't know anyone really besides Taylor in person, in real life, even though like Maggie, I should know at this point. But when I hit diamond for the first time, or like when I was like in qualifying for like 1 star, like um MK like commented and I was like, oh my gosh, like she saw that. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy. Like
it's
I don't
really
know her,
cool.
but like, hey, that's really cool that she said like congratulations. Like that would, you know what? She's going to the retreat. Maybe that's someone I would feel comfortable going up to and being like, hey, like how are you? Like she's friendly, like things like that. Like you're gonna meet these people in real life. Like how crazy and exciting is that? So engage with them here. So when you meet them in real life, things aren't so awkward.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so that was number 8. Number 9, can you verbalize why you want blank? Whatever your blank is, whether it's coming home to your babies. If you were in an elevator with somebody and they said you have 40 seconds to tell them why you are doing this, would you be able to verbalize it clearly without mumbling or anything, why you want what you want? Yes or no? Number 10, are you showing up daily on social media and doing it with purpose or strategy? Meaning you're not just posting like random things. Like you are actually thinking like, okay, I did nutrition yesterday. I have this on my feed. I need to do this now. I'm going to put polls in my story. I haven't done a question box yet. I'm going to do this. Are you doing a post? And are you in your stories? Not just one or the other. Are you doing this daily on social media? Yes or no? Number 11, I swear there's only 15 of these guys. Number 11, are you reading and or listening to a PD book right now? Yes or no? Number 12, are you actively engaging in your bod group with everyone, not just people that you plug in, not just your girls? Are you going from one part of the post, scrolling through and commenting on everyone's things and doing this every single day? Again, I remember my very first group that I did 80 Day Obsession. And whenever I got an actual message from Ashley Smith, when I first started, I was like, holy crap, my coach just saw what I was doing. And it was like, again, an awesome feeling knowing that you're getting that recognition. And that is what keeps you consistent. That's what keeps you moving. And that is also what's going to keep your challengers continuing in the group. Your challengers are eventually going to become your coaches because they are going to rock it. They're going to realize that they want to help other people do that too. So the more you love on the people in your groups, the more it's going to turn around and they will eventually join your team. Like, and you obviously also have to invite them. But so are you actively engaging in your bod groups with everybody and not just the people that you put in, right?
And
Yes.
Maggie, just to go with that, like I have to say, like Maggie reached out to me and was like, why don't we like join our groups together? Like I think that we could reach a lot more people that way. So it has been so great because like Maggie like kind of goes on in the morning and then like I go on really late at night. So everyone is always getting some comment at some point of the day. Because there are people who kind of log things late. There are people who log things early. So it's nice because we're like everyone is getting some type of love at some point or multiple points throughout the day. So if you don't have someone yet that you have teamed up with, it's a really great way to I'm gonna say like relieve that like anxiety of having to like comment like throughout the day all day. Like you shouldn't be doing that. Like you should be really like designating a time like, okay, I'm gonna check in with my groups at let's say 7:30.
Right. I mean, that's also part of the power hour. Check into your
Yes.
bod group, go to someone's post and just scroll through and give them encouragement. Plus, this is also going like when you eventually get your own group, I don't want to say grooming you because that sounds awful. This is getting you ready, getting you ready for when you have your own group. I just can't believe I just said that. It's getting you ready for your own group when you eventually have your own girls. Like your girls are going to be expecting you to be checking in on them. So this is just kind of like prep for that.
Right.
All right. So that was number 12. 13, are you trying to implement what you're learning in trainings? So when you do a training, are you then implementing it or are you just like overloading yourself with all these good things and not putting anything into like play? Yes or no? 14, do you unplug throughout the day and like really unplug? Mine for this would be no. I am awful at not being like, when I say I'm going to unplug, I still look at my phone and I still go to my stories and I'll sometimes look at things, or I'll be like, ooh, read this message. And then I make sure I go back and mark it as unread so that when I sit down to work, I do that. But you truly, like, you're going to burn yourself out. And I need to get better at this myself. At like, if I say from 4 to 6, I'm going to be with my family, I need to take my phone, put it in a different room and not look at it. Like, you need to make sure that you are unplugging and not like, oh no, I'm just going to look at my stories, or I'm just going to look on, or whatever. Like, you need to make sure you're unplugging multiple times throughout the day. Like, nobody should be working their business all day long, every single day. You have to make sure you're working smart in pockets. Otherwise you're going to burn out and you're going to get really frustrated. So that was 14. Do you unplug throughout the day and like really unplug? Like I said, for me, that would be no. And the last one, 15. Are you willing to work 1 to 2 hours at least 5 days a week on your business? Yes or no? And if you said no for these guys, it is okay. You know what you yes or no, and you know the number that you're about to say. So let me share the screen again so you guys can see. I promise I'm wrapping it up, guys. I feel like I know it's a little bit later. All right, so now let's talk about the scores. So if you had a 0 to 5, that kind of tells your coach that you're giving a little bit of lip service, AKA you want this, but maybe you're not willing to put in the work for it. Or you're kind of, this is like another like gut check thing that we had at our diamond retreat was like, okay, you're at this diamond retreat and now moving forward, you need to make sure that your coaches know what to do if they are looking to hit Success Club. If you're just a discount coach and you're just a hobby coach, in terms of hobby meaning like you are going to share here and there and you don't really care if you hit Success Club, that's fine. But if you're looking to move forward and you don't want to be in this range, then you need to step it up, and you need to reassess with your coach and kind of talk about things. So 6 to 10, if you scored a 6 to 10, it means, or it tells your coach that you are working there, you need some improvements, and let's work together on your weaknesses. What vitals do you need most help with? And this is where you should schedule a one-on-one with your coach and be like, okay, I scored 6 to 10. I want to talk to you about getting on track. This is what I need help with, right? If you know that you need help with inviting and you need help with connecting, contact your coach and reach out about doing this and make a game plan for it. And if you scored 11, 15, it tells your coach that you're ready to level up. Like, that means that you are truly either working this business or wanting to work this business. And that means contact your coach, identify your next goal, and then you guys together can reverse engineer what you need to do to get there. And when I mean reverse engineer, I mean, okay, if your next goal is diamond, you need to then reverse engineer. How many invites do you need to send a day? How many new connections do you need to make? What do you need to hit Success Club wise? How many new coaches do you need to get versus how many just customers? Like, these are all things that you can talk about with your coach, and you can come up with a game plan to be able to do that. And also get yourself an accountability partner. Go in your team thread, go in the Inspiration Crew page if you want to, and type in and just like go in the chat on the actual page and say, I'm looking for a success partner who wants to hit Emerald with me by the end of next month. Or, Emerald you could do overnight, but and ask for somebody if they want an accountability partner. If you don't want it to be somebody that you don't know, find somebody that's within your thread. So for example, like my girls, I know I have just said that we're going to be doing a March accountability group. Ask your team to do that. And I know Caitlin, I think, was going to open that up. So both of our teams are going to join in together, and we're going to be doing that in March, which accountability groups are amazing. Push groups are amazing. I remember I got to Diamond through a push group because it's like you just feed off of everyone's energy. And I don't want to keep you guys any longer. So this is the last thing. All right. So now it's time to take action. Think about what your next business goal is. Is it Emerald? Is it Ruby? Is it Diamond? Vital behaviors, 5 days a week minimum. Building trust, and it shows consistency. The Compound Effect, if you have not read that book, I'm actually going to restart it. You need to, because the compound effect just builds over time. And like I said, now here I am 3 years in. The work that I did is my compound effect, and those weeks that I don't do anything and I still get a paycheck of $270 each Thursday, it's because of the compound effect, because of the work that I've put in over that amount of time. The work you're doing right now is what is going to show in 3 to 6 months time. I have girls right now that I have contacted 2 years ago that are just saying, yes, I think I'm ready. Send me a sample workout. But that means that you have to be consistent for 2 years, and you need to tell yourself, I am going to be here in a year from now, right? If you're going to be doing these programs anyway, just keep sharing and just keep inviting. You make the invite number to whatever it is that you want it to be, and just be here. Like, you need to just tell yourself this is for you, because it is. You're here for a reason. You're on this call for a reason. If you didn't care about this, you would not be on this call. Trust me. Be an A+ challenger and coach in your group that you're currently in. So we already talked about that. Being actively commenting on posts, logging your shakes, workouts, and do it with a picture, guys. Like, I know sometimes, like, for me, my phone is dead, or I'm like laying in bed and I'm like, shit, I forgot to put a picture up. My husband would, if next time I'm in bed, I'm going to take a selfie with him. He goes, he's going to kill me. But like, do it with a picture so people see your face, so that they know who you are. Like, they want, like, you're the coach. Like, all of you guys have, and you will have a coach symbol next to your name. So they're going to know that you're an admin in the group, and it's just like a pump up thing. Be active in your group threads. Make sure you're getting on team calls, the National Wake Up Call weekly. Be proactive in your research. So for me, in the beginning, I was like, ooh, I don't want to message Ashley again and ask her about this. So I went on YouTube and I found it myself, or I went on something and I found it myself. And then eventually, like, I was like, okay, I really do need her help. And then I would ask her. But make sure you're being social media consistent. Post every other day, and then try to be in your stories 10 times, which is literally 3 minutes of your day, right? 3 15-second clips. Have some be a boomerang, have some be a still, have some be words, have some be a video. And contact your coach to set up a one-on-one call and put your goals out into existence. Like, it's puts power behind it when you say, right, I want to be 1 star by the end of March. I want to be 2 star by the end of summer, or whatever your goal is. Or you're even emerald. Like, if you're like, I want to be emerald by the end of February, what does that even mean? Like, you guys keep talking about emerald, I don't know what it means. Message your coach, make a one-on-one call, and just put your goals out into existence, because everybody is absolutely 100% capable of this. So that was your gut check. And I'm going to stop recording and stop sharing. I don't know how to stop the recording.